So I just finished watching Many Lads Apology, and I gotta ask: is that something that can actually be forgiven? You know, is that something that you can truly forgive as far as what he did? And watching this 7 minute video of him apologizing, I he talks about how it's very raw and it's very like unscripted and just very you know this is just him. This isn't mini lag. This is Craig, and I'm just like I felt like he just kind of skimmed through a lot of the stuff. Like he didn't really take any ownership for what he did, what kind of you know psychological damage, psychological trauma that he put these girls through. He just basically said like I failed them and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not being a better friend. And I'm just like that didn't really feel like an apology to me. And here's the thing. Even if this video and he said the most sincerest apology, could something like that really be forgiven? Because at the end of the day, he still makes children's content. If you want to sit there and actually prove that you're sorry, show it. You honestly think it's a good idea, given your history of what you've done, to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna make more children's content. Now I did a video not that long ago, wondering why the hell is he actually still on the platform making children's content, and I'm pretty sure he's made apology videos before. And in this one he talks about how he wasn't in a good headspace and yada yada yada. And at the end of the day, I feel like there's no excuse in the world that's going to ever justify him talking to minors. There's no justification for it. Because there's always an alternative way of going about it. He talks about how he was suicidal. And what? Fucking talking to children is gonna what? I and it's the same thing that Zoe was sitting there saying that really pissed me off. Is that because they weren't in a good headspace that they did X, Y, and Z. I he says that it's not an excuse, but yet you bring it up. So like I don't understand how that works. I think that this fucking apology is just very flimsy, is very just kind of speeding through it. I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for that, I was in bad headspace, and yada yada yada. I'm not gonna keep you guys here too long. And it's like you're not really actually saying I don't feel it. I don't feel an apology. And granted, here's at the end of the day, he doesn't owe me an apology. But, from somebody that, like people that are his fans and stuff like that, I don't understand. And the saddest part about this whole damn thing is that I read the messages at the bottom of his apology, and people are just like, they're being very supportive, hopefully you can move on and you can move forward with your life and continue to make great content and yada yada yada. And like, why don't you just make adult content? Why don't you make content for adults? But it's the fact that, and I'll never understand this. This is something that just baffles the fuck out of me. Is that these people can do the shittiest of fucking vile, disgusting things, and their fans will just sit there and be like, "Yeah, no, it's okay, it's totally fine." And I guess some of his fans are, as they say, young and impressionable, and they don't really understand the gravity of the situation as far as what he said and how it impacts the victims that he's fucking done this to. I get that. But not all his fans are teenagers. Some of them are grown ass adults. And like Shane Dawson's fans, like Kiwi's fans, like a lot of these fucking pedophile fans, they'll just sit there and straight up forgive him. They'll forgive him, they'll support him, and I don't understand how you can ever fucking forgive. I feel like there's certain things on this planet that once you do, you can't come back from. There's no apology in the world, there's no amount of money, there's no amount of anything that can ever change the situation of someone. And I feel like that's fucking one of them. I feel like that is fucking one of them. In a lot of ways, I feel like that's actually worse than fucking killing someone. I really do. But, well, he said it. It was a shitty fucking apology. It just came across as, let's just get this out the way. You know, let's just get this out the way so the new year can come, that can start, and, you know, I can be mini lad again, and I can create all this sort of fucking children's content, and, you know, my fans can love me because YouTube is my life, and yada, yada, yada. That's what I felt like it came across as. That's what I felt like it came across as.